Hello everybody, doing a, just want to yank that off, doing a, just held on there with little push-in things, doing a spark plug change, kind of tune up on a late 2013 3.6 Chrysler 300. There's a lot of stuff to be taken off to get to the spark plugs. They are right underneath this valve cover here. They go straight through, just like a Hemi, which is pretty cool because a lot less work. They should come right out, but this one has 100,000 miles on it. On this side, right there, they're underneath that coil pack. You're going to want to take off the air cleaner, that over there, to get to them all, which isn't too hard compared to some engines where you guys stretch your hand back there and do it blind. Yeah, I'm going to take that off and then I'll show you the next part. Okay, you want to use a Phillips or a standard screwdriver, take that out, just loosen it a little bit. Loosen the one up here on the throttle body, take this sensor out. You just push it in, pull it out of right there on the side of this. And you just want to lift it up. It pops loose. Wiggle this a little bit, pops off. Look at them three plug wires. Now sometimes these mess up and implode, I guess. Implode in there. And they'll be a little bit harder to get out. The new spark plugs will be listed below. It's probably going to be a 10 millimeter. The gap is in your, I'm using auto lights. That's what's in it. Was in it. Somebody bought it and then we ended up buying the car back. So who knows what's in there. Let's see if it's a 10 millimeter. It is a 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter, 3/8 ratchet. Your spark plug gap does have to be gapped. It is listed in the owner's manual. Make sure you're not looking at the Hemi, though. Even though these go through the heads like a Hemi has 2 spark plugs per cylinder. I've changed them, and they aren't fun. Twice the chance of something messing up. I just pulled out a bolt, put it over there. I'll pull that off, rock it back and forth, twist it, whatever it takes. It's way down in there, so you're gonna have to have always inspect that. You're gonna have to have an extension. I already planned for that. Got a 6-inch extension. I always use one of these and take the rubber thing out. It is a 5/8 plug remover. Because when you go to put the plug in there, it's hard to get it to pop off. Now this car has 100,000 miles on it, on top of the plugs I put in there. I'm going to put you guys down. I don't know if I can have you guys look at me like that. It may take more than what it's worth. Yeah, I'm just going to put you guys down and I'm going to try to bust this loose. And it's not even in there tight, so that's weird. It didn't even go pop. Normally these pop when you're pulling a spark plug out. They pop and then they just come out with your hands. It's kind of worrisome that it just came out like that. Now while you got this part, get some throttle body cleaner and clean that up. See where it turns black from just the crap that's in our gas? That can start sticking. Right there's when the car's sitting. And I've had a few cars. Now I'm using this. It just kind of clips onto the end and pulls the spark plug right out. It now has champions in it. Champion. Let's look at the end of the plug. 100,000 since I put them on, but I did not put champions in it. And it will not focus. So yeah, just do that to the rest of them. If you pull one of these out and it has fluid on it, that means you have a leaky ring around this. Woo, let's not drop that. And yeah, that's this side. And then you do the reverse order, putting it back on. But clean this out while you got it because that sticks and then the throttle won't pop open when you push the gas. Chrysler has a big problem with that. And even when we took it in for a recall, they're like, we need to do this. Just get our money. I'm going to show you guys. You got to gap it. I got the little one from AutoZone. The old ones have already pre-gapped, checked it with this. Always check it, see if it could be an issue you're having. They were gapped at 50 thousandths, 52 thousandths, and they're only supposed to be gapped at 41. So I'm gonna find 41 on there. There's 40. I'm just gonna push the spark plug in. It's almost impossible to show you guys. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You put it in and then just slide it. Clear up to 41. Gap it for you. There's 41. The old one is at 56, so that could be a problem. Show you guys. I just gapped the final one. All of them are at 52 thousandths. They're supposed to be at 41. This is how I put it in. I got a little suction cup thing. That way it doesn't drop and hit the head in there. And then you just put it in, screw it a little bit. Because most people just drop their spark plugs in there and then they hit the head and then they bend the gap tighter. That put it in, and if I screwed it in right, it doesn't come out when I pull it up. Then I go back to using my 5/8 without the rubber in there, because when you push it onto the socket like that, once you get it screwed in all the way and you go to pull it off the plug, it just comes off. I know some people use oil and all that. Lube it up a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit snug. I've already done the other two. They came out no problem. I normally put a little bit of petroleum jelly on there so they come off easy, but these came off easy enough. I don't mind just putting them back on. If it was an outboard style plug, I would probably put some on there. That's going to be a 10 millimeter, putting that back on there. I don't feel like I need to show you guys every plug on this side. I'm probably only going to show taking that off and doing one on that side, because I don't feel it should be common sense what all you got to do here. Just showing you where the plugs are at. Most people say, oh, they're down there by the manifolds. No, they're not. The headers. Tighten that down just a little bit and everything's ready to go back on. This one doesn't stick. It's also electronical. I forget where I put that. I'm actually going to put it on in a little bit because I'm going to test the belt, make sure the belt's all right after all these miles. Oh, the thing kept going. Kind of weird that it kept recording when I told it to stop. So now I'm going to put that on there. Check the belt that quick. Check the movement of the pulley. It's making some noise, but it's also winter. A lot of people need to realize in the wintertime, nothing likes the cold, including your car. Just push that back on there, wiggle it a little bit. Also check your air cleaner while you're doing this. Don't be convinced that your air cleaner is bad just because they tell you. We put a brand new air cleaner on it, took it into the shop just to have a recall done, and they give us this list. Oh, you need the air cleaner changed. $65.